It'll be Star Monster, driven by Dan Tassone. It's a GMC pickup, a 355 Chevy small block, turbo 400 transmission, going against the truck they call Wild Hare. This is the new truck out of Jefferson City, Missouri, driven by Bob Breen. It's an 86 Chevrolet, a stock 454 Chevy, a 400 automatic transmission. Now, this is going to be interesting. Star Monster, Dan Tassone, going against Wild Hare in that wild green paint job. The flags are up. We're ready to go. We're ready to go racing. Here comes the green. We're off. We're off. Here comes Bob Breen. Bob Breen had a tough time off the line. Here comes Star Monster. Star Monster. Oh, Bob Breen has caught up. Oh, look out. Bob Breen is coming down. There goes Bob Breen. Bob Breen's having trouble coming over. Here he goes. Up and over. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Whoa!
Wild Hare comes from behind to edge out Star Monster in a photo finish. The weight of Bob Breen's center-mounted engine helps keep Wild Hare balanced and in control over the cars.
In a close run with Dan Tassone with Star Monster, Bob Breen edged him out ever so closely. And Bob, that was a great race. Congratulations.
It was a good race. I come here tonight for a little bit of revenge. 2 weeks going down in town, he blew my doors off. So I come back to do a little catching up.
Well, at least you're being honest about the whole thing. Tell us about your run. Why did you win it?
I think my biggest advantage is I try to keep my vehicle as low on the cars. I don't try to get as high. Like most of them jump real high. You got to keep it on the ground. If he ain't on the ground, you ain't gaining no speed.
All right. Who do you think's going to be in the finals besides yourself, I'm sure?
My brother and Mad Dog.
Yeah, boy, that would be some kind of competition. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Alien. Here we go. Star Monster and Alien. Once again, we want to remind you, please stay back behind the wall. As Gene Patterson drives Bigfoot 4x4x4 off the track. Star Monster and Alien. Star Monster will be driven by Dan Tassone. Alien driven by Kevin Dabney. Dan Tassone on the left track. And Star Monster. Now he gets the jump. And you can see Alien having problems off the line. Alien's got all kinds of problems with the Nissan. Here comes Star Monster, making it look easy. Alien's got problems. Oh, Alien supercharged engine. Oh, Alien fire. Alien's got a hot engine. Oh, my word. And Alien is smoking. A hot engine for Kevin Dabney out of Lutz, Florida. That concludes the second round of competition on the Monster Truck Challenge. All right, here we go now. Bigfoot and Star Monster. Bigfoot and Star Monster. This ought to be a battle, no question about it. Ford and Chevrolet ready to do battle. We're racing. Here they come now. Bigfoot again going against Star Monster. Star Monster's got problems. Here it comes, though. Here it goes. There goes Bigfoot. Bigfoot up and over the car. The exit looks so smooth.
Star Monster can't keep up and has to eat the dust of the big blue Ford as big.
Unbelievable. That will bring up the other half of the semifinals. The Star Monster takes on the Grave Digger. The winner will meet the most dominant racer at the U.S. Harvard Association Trail this year, First Blood. Staged and waiting for the green light. The whole shot goes to the Star Monster. Another race that is literally side by side at the finish line. Absolutely incredible racing here at the Capitol Center. Tassone saying who won it? And the answer is him as he gives thumbs up. The Star Monster wins it on the replay. You can see the machine leaves the starting line perfectly. The margin of victory was the margin of the whole shot off the starting line. Crazy for the green machine. But now it'll be Mike Beeler in the near lane in the wrecker, taking on the Star Monster of Dan Tassone. The GMC, man, what a battle at the finish line. I was about to say that the GMC looked like it had the advantage, but an incredible come from behind effort by Beeler made this one incredibly close. Unbelievable. The Star Monster a little sideways in the far lane, gets the win by 6 inches. Now our ESPN Monster Cam will take us for a ride with the winner. Man, you could see Beeler in the far lane come around right at the finish line. The flash bulbs reflecting off everything in the interior, and there is the victor. First blood and Star Monster. And the final round ends up being a blowout. Rob Bush and the First Blood Ford with a tremendous advantage at the finish line wins yet again in the 1991 U.S. Hobbit Association Camel World Championship Series. On the replay, the whole shot may have been pretty much dead even, but the finish line was anything but. The big red F-350 from Illinois takes another victory. 1991 has certainly turned out to be this young man's year. After an incredible 1989 season in which he was voted U.S. Hobbit Association Rookie of the Year, he came back in 1990 to finish in the top 5. And you have to wonder if this young man doesn't have his sights set squarely on the 1991 World Championship.
Congratulations must go out to Rob Hughes, driver of First Blood, who is taking win after win in the 1991 season. What are you doing to make it run so great?
All the credit's not mine at all, but a lot of it goes to people that help, Mike, Tim, Motion Dynamics for doing the motor. That's the biggest reason that it's running that good. And, you know, accurate transmissions, they've got a train that's holding up really well this season. This last one was kind of iffy. I lost a contact in one of the runs with Black Stallion, the first run, and I had to run him again. And since that run, it's really hard to focus going high.
Focusing you needed to do. Star Monster was really running good. Did you think that you might have to put a little extra something into it to beat him?
No, I wasn't too worried about him. I was more worried about getting my Black Stallion. He was running really well this weekend.
Well, good luck in future runs, Rob.
Thank you very much.
Rob Bush in the winner's circle again.
And you have to wonder, Chris, how much longer...
Indeed, Kodiak goes to the next round. This matchup, in the far lane, it'll be Jess Burgee, one of the newer drivers of the circuit with a beautiful new chop top playing for keeps monster truck. And he'll be up against a new entry of the U.S. Hobbit Association Trail in the near lane is Dan Tassone in the Star Monster, a beautiful piece of equipment. Now, both these guys are newcomers to the U.S. Hobbit Association Trail, but it'll be interesting to see who wins this battle of the rookies. They nail the throttle dead even as they hit the cars, and it looks like the wheel comes off of the plane for Keith Chevrolet. Unbelievable. Burgee manages to keep that thing right side up. It slams into the front of the fire truck. And listen to the crowd at the Silverdome. They cannot believe their eyes.
Brett, I'd like to see another angle to see exactly just what happened there.
I really honestly don't know how the wheel came off. It was so sudden. As soon as he hit the cars, the wheel really never even bent. Look at the crowd. They can't believe it. But Jess Burgee, for the rookie that he is, there you see the man behind the wheel checking out that tire.
He wants to know, too, just what happened.
That's a 1,500-pound tire and wheel assembly. All right, here's the slow-motion replay. Let's see what happens. He hits the cars. Everything's fine. The wheel caves in. And as you can see, the axle is still connected to the wheel. That was apparently the actual flange itself that everything's bolted to coming right out of the front differential housing. The thing noses down, hits the concrete. Burgee of the cockpit at that point doesn't have any idea what has happened. What a driving job for that man.
He just knows he's going down further than he ever did before.
Well, nobody was paying attention to this beautiful leap by the Star Monster, landing on the fourth car in this obstacle course and then taking a bounce that kind of threw him around. But Jess Burgee, annihilating the equipment in the other lane, hands the win to the Star Monster. There you see the ground crew having to use one of those big front-end loaders just to get it off the floor of the Silverdome. We're back at the U.S. Hobbit Association Monster Truck and Mud Racing Spectacular. This is Brett Kettner along with Shelley Herman. And Shelley, we're into the semifinals of Monster Truck action. To kick it off, it'll be the Star Monster Chevrolet of the one and only Dan Tassone. The New Yorker taking on the incredible Kodiak of Mark Bendler out of Wisconsin. We pointed out earlier, Shelley, that Kodiak and Bendler are ready to win this thing. They're on a roll.
And unlike what we just saw in the side-by-side competition, this one is for keeps. We will eliminate one car. It'll then go on to the finals.
That's right. The winner of this one gets a final round berth. Waiting patiently on the starting line for the flagman there. A good side-by-side start. Bendler pulls out about a half-truck lead by the hit. Sideways again as Bendler is all over the track, but takes a clean win on that one. Shelley Bendler has been driving his way through these rounds. Unbelievable.
You got to do that. He just keeps his foot down, hammers it through, and even got his car a little muddy.
Yeah, when you get into that mud, those things are impossible to handle, and those wet tires will slide all over this concrete floor. But Bendler handled it beautifully. Like I said, about a half-car lead off the starting line. Here we take a look at Tassone, who was doing his best to keep up. Beautiful, beautiful launch. Lots of air under the machine. He lands on the third car, nails the throttle again, and gets a little bit sideways off that last forward underneath, and then bounces hard. At that point, Bendler was trying to keep it straight. Here you see the Kodiak.